I am Prince Vegeta. Kneel before your god.
What's good, everybody? Andre here with the DM Network, y'all. I am sitting here watching this gameplay of this game, and oh my god, it looks so freaking good. Like, there's so much to talk about here. I wanted to get a video out with the gameplay and talking about the things that are going on here, and so much to talk about. So first of all, the flying, the world looks phenomenal. I mean, and this is just a section of it. This is, I guess, the mountain region. And according to them, you'll be able to unlock different regions as the game progresses, that eventually you'll have the world unlock in a sense. And I imagine that the same thing would happen to Planet Namek as well. See, you have him facing off against Mater, or talking to Ader. And Ader was actually, if I'm not mistaken, a movie character for Dragon Ball. So there'll be a little things thrown in here and there in the game that are going to be very interesting to see as well, how they do that with later on in the series. For those of y'all wondering, is it going to go past the Frieza saga? Yes, the game is going to go past the Frieza saga. It doesn't make sense for them not to make this go past the Frieza saga. So expect it to go past the Frieza saga. Now, if they do that via DLC, or if it's going to all be on the game at release, I don't know. If it's DLC, that's going to be kind of messed up. But at the same time, I'm going to be honest, I don't care. I just want to play it. I want it all. I can understand why they would do it as DLC, because you can only put so much of the game on the disc. It just depends on how much content is in the game. So you see him flying around with Piccolo. Then that's the next major concern. It's, will we be able to control these other characters? And they were asked about this, and they basically said, well, you know, the title does give a hint to it. Dragon Ball Z Kakarot, they said, but, you know, they wanted to stay true to the manga and the anime and stuff like that. So they said that we wouldn't be disappointed. So I think that basically what they're gonna, I mean, it's gonna be like the anime. I think that when Goku is out of commission, you're gonna be controlling other characters. The perfect example that I could think about this with is Dragon Ball Z Legend of the Super Saiyan on Super Nintendo. I implore y'all to go check out that game. I have it on my laptop. I play it from time to time. Y'all, listen to me when I tell you, this is how that game works. And I think this is how the battle system or the partner system is going to work. See right here, boom, he hit the support button, and Piccolo was the one that opened up with that attack. So the way that, and you can see Piccolo's icon is actually filling back up. So he's not going to be able to use him again until that icon is full. So the way the support characters work right now, if you look at the bottom under the attacks, besides super, he has a button for support. If you click that button, then it brings up a move list that you can give a command to your support character to do. Now, in Dragon Ball Z Legend of the Super Saiyan, what happened was when you played as Goku, like perfect example, the Raditz saga, it was only you and Piccolo. Gohan wasn't on your team. Nobody was on. It was just you and Piccolo. Krillin wasn't on your team. Yamcha, T, and none of them. It was just you and Piccolo. Goku was the one that you flew around the map with. Okay, Piccolo, I think Piccolo was on the map with you when you flew around. No, it was just Goku. Yeah, it was just Goku, if I'm not mistaken. Now, when you went to fight Raditz, you had Goku available to attack with, and you had Piccolo available to attack with. Now, the difference in that game and this is that was a turn-based style game where you had to pick attacks and stuff similar to Pokemon. So you did get to actually pick the attacks and see them attack and stuff like that. But the character that you flew around the map with and did everything with was Goku. Now, after Goku died, you flew around the map as Gohan, where you had to go train with Piccolo and stuff like that. So it's going to be interesting to see. I'm honestly thinking that's how they're going to do the game, because the game is based on Goku. But I think there are going to be times, there are going to have to be times where we control other characters. Otherwise, they're not going to be able to stay true to the anime or the manga for that matter. And I'm going to be looking more into the manga to see how it went, like during the Cell Saga and stuff like that. But Goku was out of commission. You know, he was out of there. Goku was on King Kai's planet after Cell. And during the Android Saga, he was laid up with, you know, the heart issues. So how I believe it's going to work is this. You'll have those support characters. When Goku is active, you're flying around the map as Goku. When he's not active, you'll fly around the map with whoever the primary character is for the anime. but most of the game is going to be structured and centered around Goku. They said that this even, that the title does give a hint to it, but they said that, they're not going to leave people disappointed. So that's that. So here Goku is fishing, y'all, and the object of this game is to live as Goku. Now, another reason why I say that it's a possibility that they could go a different route in a sense is because they said there's going to be stuff in this game that has never been seen before in the anime or in the video game. And they also said that it's going to answer those questions that about the Dragon Ball lore that we have. So Akira Toriyama has a hand in this game. We see that because he had a little message at the beginning before they showed the trailer. And I really believe that we would possibly see what happened on Planet Yardrat after the Frieza saga. I believe we'll get to experience what it's like on Snake Way and stuff like that. I don't know, man. It's tough because, like I said, if you do play as other characters, for instance, against Nappa, you actually fight with Gohan and Piccolo and then here's the thing. When you're fighting as Gohan and Piccolo against Nappa, that was the same thing that happened in Legend of the Super Saiyan. And look at the name of that game. Dragon Ball Z, Legend of the Super Saiyan. Who was the Super Saiyan? Goku. So the game was titled after Goku, yet you still got to control other characters. So I think that they're going to go the exact same route. For instance, when Goku is on Snake Way and they're fighting Nappa, I think you're going to actually control Gohan and you're going to fight Nappa. See, that game is so far back that a lot of people aren't even thinking about it. But if you go look up Legend of the Super Saiyan, I guarantee you they're probably going to take a lot of how that game was structured as far as the support characters and stuff away from that. And that is going to be super interesting. And if they do that, Goku is still the focal point, but you still control the other characters, and that's cool. Now, seeing the attacks and all that, I really believe there could potentially be a versus mode in this game where you're able to play against other characters because they said there is a ton of characters in this game. If you look up what it says at the GameStop on the GameStop app about this game, and this is the same information that's updated as well, there's more information on there. They're saying there's a lot of characters available in this game, or characters that you encounter in the open world, etc., etc. So I believe that's the biggest thing, and that's why I'm talking about that a lot instead of kind of going over what's going on in the gameplay, is because that's super important about this game. The Frieza saga, does it go past the Frieza saga, and will we be able to play as other characters? Yes, you are going to be able to play as other characters, but only when it's true to the anime. For instance, right here, you're not going to be able to play as Gohan because Gohan wasn't there. Raditz had him. Also, if you look back at like when we go against Nappa, you're only going to be able, the only characters you'll be able to play with is the characters who are present there at that particular time. That's how you're going to be able to unlock other characters. That's how you're going to be able to use other characters. Piccolo here was a support character. He did fight against Raditz, but he was more of a support role. You see, when we go against Cell, the final battle with Cell, you're probably more likely going to be playing as Gohan because Gohan was the primary character. You see what I'm saying? So just time is going to tell about that. Y'all, also a real quick note, I do want to give a shout out to Mr. Vaughn because he did let me know that Amazon had the game release date for March 31st, 2019. Guys, that is just a placeholder date for what is considered early part of the year. So that's just a placeholder date. So let's get into the battle. I want to talk about that. Rhymestyle was saying that this is a battle phase, like it's a phase where it's a melee phase and a key phase. No, it's not. It's straight up 3D battle. And I love how the craters and stuff in the ground are staying on the ground. You see Raditz got slid right there, and it affected the ground until he went in the air. Now you see Piccolo attacking. That is because the character is hitting the support button and ordering Piccolo to attack, and you see that meter is filling back up. So it's similar to also Dragon Ball Fighters, how you can use your support characters. You can switch to them, but I don't see them doing that here. But you can also, get support attacks for them to come into the game and do stuff, but it takes away from their meter. Now, right here, they're doing a combo attack. You saw Surge pop up. That's not a surge attack. This is a combo attack. Piccolo's firing the Demon Wave. Goku's firing the Kamehameha, and that looks awesome. So right there, it went to the next scene, but I believe there was a cut scene in between that they just didn't show. Similar to Dragon Ball Z Legend of the Super Saiyan. You got Raditz to a certain point and then switch phase. Right here, Raditz performed a super attack. If you go back and pause, it says Double Sunday underneath Raditz's name. Rhyme style, that is not a turn. That is not a different phase of the battle. That is just him evading his super attack. Right here, Goku goes into surge mode. What is surge mode? That's when that meter to the right fills up all the way. God, I love that, how he knocked through the mountains. Look at the destruction. So when that meter to the right fills up and you saw Goku charging his ki. So that's the key to it. The meter has to be full and then your ki has to be full. And you go into surge mode, which increases your stats. And it allows you to cancel out of regular attacks as well as super attacks. Look at that right there, dude. That is awesome. So Rhyme style, it's not a turn-based style combat. It's literally a 3D, it's an action RPG. So there aren't phases like you saw in Ultimate Tenkaichi. Only reason it looked like that was because Goku was backed. I see again, Double Sunday Flash, and he's just evading that attack, and then he goes in and fights close combat. There's no phases to it. And see right there, he broke his stamina. So if you block for too long, you can block even while you're taking damage. But if you block too long, you'll go into a stamina break is essentially what it is. So y'all, they have literally combined every element of all the Dragon Ball games into one game. And that's exactly what I said we needed. I tell you all the time, Dragon Ball Z games come out and it's like, dude, we need more. Like, these games come out and it's like, dude, if they would just put these games together, it would make the perfect game. But they never do. And finally they have. So we'll be going through and I'll be pointing out different elements of different games that we see here. But that's all I got for right now, y'all. That's the end of the gameplay. Appreciate y'all for watching. Till next time, thanks for watching.